So yeah, what is up guys, Ghost here, and today I got you guys a video going over the craziest kill streaks here in Call of Duty. So the whole entire idea behind this video is just to showcase and go over some of the craziest and just wild type of streaks that we've gotten over the years since kill streaks were a thing in Call of Duty, you know. So let me know in the comment section what kill streaks in COD stood out to you with either the animation or just how it acted, what made it very just over the edge and over the top. Let me know in the comment section about that. But if you guys want more videos about kill streaks, I actually did a video getting every kill streak ever in COD in one video. I went over the worst kill streaks as well, and I went over the secret kill streaks that were hidden in Advanced Warfare and COD Ghost for a video. So check out those videos in the description if you're interested in this type of content, and definitely subscribe for more content about kill streaks or what have you, about any type of old school Call of Duty here on the channel. But let's just go ahead and get right into the video. So start the video off with the tactical nuke from Modern Warfare 2. So for its time, this was an insane type of kill streak here, because the fact that you can get a nuke at a 25 kill streak that would also end the game is just absurd, you know. So the introduction of kill streaks brought in the tactical nuke, and then this inspired other nukes in the future, such as the Chem Strike Moab, the Deatomizer Strike, and so on and so forth. You know, with MW 2019, the tactical nuke did come back, and the animation of this one is just nuts, especially in nighttime. Look at how beautiful and just stunning this tactical nuke is at nighttime. I'll leave the original video of this in the description, but I just didn't realize how insane the nuke actually does look at night. It's just very freaking crazy. But obviously, even in the daytime, when it does drop in those normal daytime maps, it's pretty freaking insane, especially with that end screen animation. But you know, the nukes nowadays, they're not, you know, anything too insane because we're all used to it, but it's still pretty cool with all the effort and all the insane like animations that they do put in with it. I still feel like this does have like that awe or that crazy factor to it, even though it's kind of like been the norm of COD. It's still just so cool to see a damn tactical nuke drop, especially from a spaceship in Infinite Warfare. This one right here is just absolutely nuts, because a literal spaceship, you have a literal spaceship that you spawn in that drops a damn nuke. And especially on these maps that are in on the other planets, or even in space on the moon, it's just such a beautiful sight to see a gigantic spaceship dropping a nuke. Like, you call in that spaceship. The fact of that matter is just crazy. So that's why I have pretty much a lot of these nukes here on the list, more or less the tactical nukes, as well with the Deatomizer Strike. So next up, going to Black Ops 2, we got the good old Swarm. This is the highest kill streak here in Black Ops 2. It's definitely the hardest one to get. You really have to sweat your ass off to get the Swarm for sure. But the fact that when you actually do call it in, you got all these little hunter-killer drones flying around the map. There's probably at least 200 up there. I'm not sure exactly the amounts that are up there in the sky, but it's just a nice sight to see that when you work so hard to get the highest kill streak in the game, and the whole map is just covered. It's just swarmed with these hunter-killer drones, you know. So I feel like when a kill streak puts you in the immersion, you know what I mean, like you feel really immersed with it. That's what makes the kill streaks, I feel like, just over the edge and just really sick. So that's why I have this in the video, because the concept of it is definitely pretty crazy, and because we have never seen anything like this in COD when you know, BO2 did drop. So it was definitely a very cool thing. I remember when I got my first Swarm, I was so excited seeing all those hunter killer drones in the sky, you know what I mean. So let's go on to the next kill streak. So next up, we got two map based kill streaks from COD Ghost, and you already know the deal, man. I love bringing these map based kill streaks up every time I have a chance. I can talk about these map based kill streaks or showcase them to everybody that either forgot about them or they just didn't know that these were a thing. I'm gonna show it off. I don't care if I reuse some of the gameplay. It's just so cool, the fact that you have the Predator as well with Michael freaking Myers himself in Call of Duty as a kill streak is just crazy. Even though it's not a normal kill streak that you can select, it's just a kill streak specific to the map. That's good enough as is. It gives you a reason to hop on these maps and go back to them, and it fits the theme of those maps as well. You know what I mean? So that's why I have these two here, because they're just so cool, dude. This is back when Call of Duty was putting they were just like experimenting with some things. You know what I mean? And I feel like people didn't mind them, honestly. I definitely would love to see these map-based kill streaks come back, especially some of these cool, like you know, movie themed characters. You know, COD has done that in the past with the Haunting of Verdansk, and with, like, I think they brought in the Saw characters, and I forgot who else they brought in, but they should definitely keep doing more things like that. But actually don't make them just bundles, bring them into the game like in a very immersive type of way, how Michael Myers was a thing and how the Predator was a thing. So both Michael Myers and the Predator is just a very insane, over the top type of kill streak here in COD, so I gotta include it here in this video. So next up, we got the Valkyrie rockets from Black Ops 1. I feel like this is definitely one of those unique kill streaks in COD, because we have never seen this come back again as a streak or whatever, right? So this is definitely a one and done thing. It's unique to Black Ops 1, so I respect it for what it is. But the thing is, it's definitely not the best kill streak ever. It's so difficult to control the rocket, but I like the idea of this. It makes you feel pretty cool and definitely immersed with the gameplay, controlling these rockets. You know, some people are actually just they're experts with this thing. They could just fly through buildings and houses and very tight areas with this rocket, but bruh, it's just so difficult to do that. And it's also terrible in the fact of, like, you only get 2 rockets, and the moment you die, you completely lose it. So you don't get to use the other rocket if you didn't get to use it. So yeah, I feel like I wanted to include this because it's just such a cool idea, and compared to most kill streaks that we have, it's definitely not a normal one. And speaking more about unnormal kill streaks, we do have not the Moab right here, but we have the recon drone. So the reason why this thing is just like unusual is because look at that, just look at it, bro. I just think it's such a cool looking kill streak. You know, you pull this out of your back pocket randomly. Your characters pulling out these kill streaks out of their ass. Like, where do they come from? You know, it's like, oh, okay, he just had this in his back pocket the whole entire time. But seeing this fly around the map, it's just like, wait, what the hell is that? It definitely throws some people off guard. But obviously, it's not the best kill streak ever. The controls are very wonky. It's pretty difficult to kind of fly this thing, and it's just slow turning. You can't really turn it fast enough, but it's good for what it is, what it's supposed to do, tag the enemies. But that's pretty much it. It gets destroyed easily. But we have a more unusual one, the alien seekers here on this map from COD Ghosts. I believe this was kind of the first time where Call of Duty combined their other bonus game mode with the multiplayer, because back then, you know how the bonus game mode was zombies? They never did like a zombies and multiplayer combination type of game mode until I think Call of Duty World War II with the zombies horde point. You guys can correct me if I'm wrong, but this was the first time they combined their bonus game mode with multiplayer, having some different aspects from the Extinction game mode into the multiplayer with the Seekers, as well with the Venom X gun. So yeah, just having literal aliens from Extinction and multiplayer is definitely wild to me. It's for sure insane. But they definitely aren't the greatest, and you only just have 3 of them, and that's it. They just are gone. And then another map-based kill streak from Ghost, which I'm gonna be talking about COD Ghost a lot here in this video, but we do got the Ghostly Crew. Again, the concept of this is just so bizarre. It just having a literal ghost pirates with those ghost themed weapons, killing people around the map. Yeah, it's definitely unusual for sure. But you know, I guess nowadays in COD, Call of Duty has some crazy things nowadays, so it's honestly just another day in the office. It's normal at this point, but back in the day, back in 2014 when this map came out, yeah, this was definitely it was something else for sure. Moving on to Advanced Warfare, we have the system hack, but more or less the pre-patch system hack. So this is old footage from Chaos X Silencer, and if you guys do remember, if you played Advanced Warfare, the system hack had the skull on it right there. That was the original animation. You had the text on screen warning system hack throughout the entire duration, and this thing lasted forever. And in this gameplay you're watching, this is all in a one match, by the way, that he's getting system hacked. Yeah, this was how bad the system hack was back in the day. Bad in a good way, or in an annoying way, because this thing would get spammed through the entire match. But then this is after patch footage from Prestigious Key. Obviously there is no skull and there is no text on screen. But imagine this, imagine you playing Advanced Warfare, you have a 6-man of sweats on the enemy team spamming this system hack, and you get that dumb skull on your screen all the time, even when you spawn. Yeah, it was just a very annoying thing to deal with. But yeah, I wanted to have the pre-patch system hack because of how absolutely crazy it made you go, having that dumb skull pop up on your screen 24/7. But next up with Infinite Warfare, people may disagree with me on this, or maybe not, I don't know, but this kill streak, as well with the other one which I'll show you, is just nuts. This streak is off the rails, bro. This is called the RC8. It's basically a juggernaut which you could fly with a specific variant you can choose, and you shoot lasers out of it as well. This thing is just so absurd. The amount of feeds I've gotten with this, the amount of kill chains, the amount of kills I've gotten with just one simple use of this kill streak is just crazy. That's why I have it here, because this kill streak is really worth it. This is such an easy and overpowered kill streak, along with the Apex as well. So this Apex is basically, imagine an AC-130 but on the ground, essentially. A ground level flying AC-130 with rockets, with the machine guns, and not only that, there's other variants of this Apex that also makes this thing even more better. There's one with lasers, literal twin dragon lasers right here. It's actually so freaking nuts. The amount of feeds and kill chains that I've gotten with this kill streak is just outlandish. This is, in my opinion, one of the best kill streaks ever in COD. And if you didn't play IW, you really missed out on this, man. You really missed out on these two amazing kill streaks. So that's gonna be it for Infinite Warfare. So back on Call of Duty Ghosts on the map of Ruins, we have the volcano. That's literally what it is. That's a volcano kill streak. Yeah, this is definitely pretty absurd as well, having a literal volcano that's part of the map be a kill streak and kill the enemies. Yeah, this is such a very bizarre type of concept for a streak or even a thing in Call of Duty, but hey, this is a thing, and it's such a cool, like, just visual thing to look at as well. It's definitely beautiful. So that's pretty much it with the volcano here. Another map-based kill streak from COD Ghosts is this thing called the Beast, which is, I think, essentially supposed to be like the Abominable Snowman / Yeti, pretty much. So you call this in, and then this entire storm forms right here, this blizzard, and you can't really see because you have this ice covering your screen, as well with all this snow. But then along with the snow, you have these, like, it's weird to explain, but you have floating clouds with red eyes. That's literally what it is. That's what it is. That's why this is on in this video, because the idea of that, you have literal floating clouds with red eyes killing people. Like, what? Huh? So that's why I think this is a perfect fit for this video here. Moving on to Black Ops 3, we got the GI unit as well with the wraps. So the GI unit is pretty much like an overpowered AI robot, and then the wraps are just spiky meatballs, spiky tires of death that just rain down from the sky essentially. But this GI unit right here, honestly, it's a very hit or miss kill streak. Sometimes it could be the best thing ever, but other times it could just walk around the map and just do nothing and stand still. It's very random with the AI, and I wish there was more to it. I wish it had like a different gun, because this thing does carry the BRM light machine gun, which I'm not sure why, but this thing can get aggressive, bro. Like, it can literally punch people, man, and it can jump pretty high places. But if it was just a little bit better, it would definitely be even crazier. But just the idea of that, having a freaking robot running around the map with you is just kind of wild. And then obviously having these freaking wraps come down from the sky right here from the ship in the air. Yeah, this kill streak is just so good as well. This is definitely one of the best kill streaks in Call of Duty, and I just think it's so funny looking at the kill feed, seeing that they just got killed by a spiky ball. Just something about that is just pretty hilarious. So yeah, these two kill streaks are definitely pretty crazy when you compare them to most of the other streaks that we've seen in Call of Duty. But going back to COD Ghost with the last and final thing, it's a simple missile strike, but the way it gets called in is the reason why I'm including this, because it just comes out of nowhere and just explodes all up in the sky and it kills people somehow. I don't know how it works. You see, the missiles come from that nuclear plant or whatever that is, right? And they explode in the sky. It's seeming like, I don't know. I just don't know how they're actually killing the enemies. It's just such a weird animation, but I think it's kind of cool. The map is trash, don't get me wrong, but that's why I guess I'm gonna have that on this list. And then we got 2 kill streaks in Cold War. So these kill streaks are just so insane. The War Machine as well with the hand cannon. These can get you easy freaking nukes here in Cold War, 100%. These can help you get your harp. These can help you get anything you want because of how broken these are. Just simply one-shotting people. It's just very fun to use, you know. This is like one of the redeeming factors of Cold War. Just the kill streaks are definitely pretty freaking good, and just having these one-shot items, especially this hand cannon, it's so cool. It's just, you feel like a badass running around with the hand cannon, just popping people left and right, you know what I mean? So that's why I have these 2 on the list. And finally, we have the flame knot here in Vanguard. Even though Vanguard is a very mixed Call of Duty and people don't like it, and I don't like it myself, I admit this kill streak in particular is just so much fun to use. And the fact that this flamethrower is unlimited, you have unlimited fuel until you die, is the best part about it. You're in a juggernaut suit with an unlimited fuel flamethrower. On shipment, on DOS house, this is your best friend. Just spawn trapping with this thing, you know. Obviously, because of spawn protection, it can be kind of, you know, hit or miss. You just have to get the enemies right. But dude, who doesn't like this? Who doesn't like going around with the flamethrower, especially unlimited fuel, you know what I mean? So that's gonna wrap up the entire video, going over the craziest kill streaks here in Call of Duty. Subscribe and like for more videos like this. I hope you enjoyed, and peace out.